A coach with 50,000 followers asked me, how can I get from 0 to 20k per month? So I gave him the exact roadmap we've used with 7 and 8 figure business owners to determine how he could convert more clients. And here are the 5 steps I suggested he should do on our consultation call. And if you don't know me already, my name is Kyle Gregory. I'm from the UK, as you can tell by my accent. And I specialize in helping coaches get richer through designing or improving the way that they convert clients so they can start hitting 100k plus months consistently. Now let's jump to the Miro to show you the exact 5 steps that I showed him. So here we are on the Miro, and now I'm going to actually break down the exact steps we followed to make sure that he could get to 20k per month. Now, the first thing we did was we identified his bottleneck and did the math in order to figure out what would it take in order to get to 20k per month. And this is something we call a financial model to actually make sure the goal is realistic and achievable. Now, what we did first is we determined where was the bottleneck. We found that it was in his conversion. He had 50,000 followers, loads of likes, loads of engagements, loads of reach, but he couldn't turn those eyeballs into paying clients. So the first thing we did was figure out what would it take. So he would need 14 sales. So his offer was $1,500 for 90 days, one-to-one fitness coaching. So that was 14 sales, which would be 40 showed calls, 62 booked calls, 520 leads, 1,485 clicks, and then 198,000 reach per month. Now, in terms of the show rate, we are usually getting like a 90 to 100% because we follow a really personalized approach, but we wanted to be really conservative with these metrics. Now we knew the bottleneck, we knew what were we trying to actually improve, which was conversion. The second thing we did was made his offer irresistible. The problem with his offer was that it wasn't clear enough. So he kept saying gain muscle, lose fat, but that's what every fitness coach does. Be very specific. So I suggested, because he was a vegan coach as well, I suggested lose 10 to 20 pounds on a vegan diet in 90 days without feeling endlessly hungry or 2-hour workouts, or vegan professionals 25 to 40, or vegan women post-holiday cut. Just more examples that he can choose from to make his offer even more clearer and call out his ideal client, because in the fitness space, it's so crowded. You need to be very, very clear with who you are actually helping. So that was the second step we did. The third step was we deployed a 5-figure decoy. This is what we suggested he should do. Now, what is the 5-figure decoy? Pretty much it's just giving away a free lead magnet so they can do it themselves. Then you present your premium solution, which is his one-to-one. On Monday, do like a chest workout, so to say. Then, after he's in his chest workout, give away a lead magnet on, hey, this is my exact plan. Take it and use it for yourself. Then, after they've took it and used it, he can suggest, look, if you want more help with coaching, I offer one-on-one support. Just having things like that in his content is a much better strategy, because all he had at the moment was just DM me coach in his bio, and he said nobody was DMing him. Rarely anyone was doing that. It's because the call to action was too high. People knew if they DM'd him, they should be looking to buy, right? But they just needed a little bit more value from him so that could start occurring. So then the fourth thing we suggested was launching a free live event. Now, this is one of the best conversion mechanisms we have right now. So the master webinar flow, but that's for another time. That is a video for another time. But pretty much launching a free live event. Now, it could just be a challenge funnel or a webinar funnel, and it's one of the best conversion mechanisms we're seeing at the moment in order to take eyeballs and attention into paying clients. But you can only run this strategy once you have more social proof, testimonials, results, all that type of stuff. So you have to be quite large in the space to have that. And you don't even need a huge audience. You can have like just 4,000 followers, but as long as you have results and proof of you delivering on your offer, that's good enough. But he was just kind of starting out in the fitness space, so he needed a ton more clients before he could run this strategy and actually show off that social proof. So then once he's got his first few clients with this 5-figure decoy, he can then eventually launch the free live event. And the last and final step we suggested to him was launching a low ticket community. Now, this is more optional, because once he's getting customers reliably, he can create a downsell, like a nurture offer, like a $49 to $99 per month school, but it's not necessary, because you want to at least try to sell your premium offer with free lead magnets at first before you add this extra step in. Because It's a community, you have to manage it, you have to have weekly group coaching calls, you have to build out course material. For just, $50 to $100 per month cannot always be worth it. Obviously, if you get enough people in there, it then becomes worth it. But you really do have to consider this last, because if you can just give away free stuff, which takes you nothing to deliver, and then just get people straight away to buying your one-on-one, that could be enough. Obviously, depending on your offer, you have to tweak it and stuff like that, but just giving away something for free and selling something really high value is usually enough. If you need to add another step in, you can have a low ticket community like a school, which is like $50 to $100 per month, and just leave it there. And then this is another optional thing that you suggested, to just keep his clients buying again and again. It's not really a step, because I'm assuming he does it anyway, and he did do it anyway. It's just running an upsell and continuity offer. So after they've paid for 90 days, you say, look, hey, if you've been enjoying the coaching so far, why not pay for a year? And you can even do like a buy 6 months, get 6 months free type of thing. And then you could collect even more cash up front, like maybe even 3K. And then after that, just goes month to month. So he gets monthly recurring revenue. So those are the 5 steps I suggested he should follow in order to get to 20K per month. Now, actually, just deploying the 5-figure decoy alone should help him get there. That should help him get his 14 sales. But we take people not just from 20K per month, we take them all the way to 100K per month. And that is why I then suggested to launch a free live event, and finally a low ticket community to help nurture those people. So all those together should not only help him get to 20K per month, but 50 all the way up to 100.